Hi, I'm Romica Jones. I'm an illustrator and designer and a mother of two toddlers, and I just thought I will show you a little glimpse of my break time when I can do some drawing, and we will work on a drawing together, and I will show you a quick studio tour. So that's what's in for today. A little snippet of my day. I've started joining an art challenge. It's kind of similar to Inktober, but they call it Arttober, and I think that's quite cool. There's so many art challenges out there, but I don't want the pressure right now to join an art challenge per se, but I want a community around it. So my sister-in-law invited me to her group of friends, and that was just very nice and actually a huge factor in motivating me to draw again. It was still a bit of a cold, and I'm sitting here with my pumpkin pie that I made and my iPad that finally is back in working order. I still have a broken Apple Pencil that Apple couldn't figure out what's wrong with it over the phone, so I have to go in store, but that is always just difficult when you are not feeling well. And anyway, that hasn't been sorted for a while, but I bought this knockoff on Amazon, and you can charge it, and to be honest with you, it's been very good. It just gets me drawing again. And yeah, so if you've lost your Apple Pencil and you need a quick replacement, I think that was £30 or under. And all I did was I replaced the tip, because the tip was pretty crap on this cheap pencil. So I put a real Apple Pencil tip on, and it just feels like the real deal. It just feels the same. Whereas before it was kind of scratchy and hard. So I think if that's ever no concern for you, then I'd recommend, you know, if you wait for the repair for your Apple Pencil, because obviously it's an amazing tool. I really want to have it back. But I don't know what's wrong with it for now, and I can't wait that long for a replacement, and I also don't want to buy another one. So that has been working well. The only thing is that all these pencils don't have pressure sensitivity, like true pressure sensitivity. That means that if you press harder, you know, put more pressure on, then the lines get thicker or thinner, and these knockoffs don't have that. They can only tilt shade or tilt, make the line thinner, and that's obviously not the same. But that's okay, because somehow I managed to create a quite nice piece of art without that function, and I will just keep going, because I guess, you know, these things can't hold us up forever. This is my little studio. My dream was to make a video about how I set this up, but in honesty, it's gonna take probably a while, because this has become a storage space. I got my husband's late grandmother's book cabinet that I really like. My children's books are in there. I got this organizer, this cabinet for £20 on Facebook Marketplace, and that was quite a thing to clean. But it's working really well now. I have my paper in there. Let me just show you. Maybe let's turn this into a mini studio tour. So yeah, nothing special here at the moment. Just a bookend that I really like, my Switch controller, lots of books, sketchbooks, yeah, all kinds of things, and children's books that I like. So these are mine, and I'm happy to share them with my children when they're older and more responsible with books, because currently they destroy books like it's no one's business. And these are more like reference books, you know, writing with pictures. I highly recommend. The Graphic Artist Guild Handbook for Pricing and Ethical Guidelines is very good. One about drawing that I really like, business law and business practice from the AOI, and then just many children's books. And here I just have my camera filming equipment that I've not touched for ages, and another camera bag, because I have two cameras, which is excessive. One is old, one is new. And I probably have to sell one of those. So yeah, it's hard to open. This is just tech equipment. My headphones that I really like, they're about £50. They're the most comfortable headphones I've ever had in ear. And it's almost like looking into broken dreams. My little hard drive, with my sticker that you can buy on Redbubble on my shop. And this is my square or sum up, I don't know, one of those things I thought I would do in markets in person at some point. Never happened so far, but who knows. Some art supplies, very limited. I have most of the stuff in a big box under this table because I don't want the kids to get in. And yeah, just my first picture book that I guess I've ever made. One last business card that is somewhat stuck, that I made for Bologna when I went a few years ago. And these are all the business cards I got from Bologna and I didn't follow up on. But yeah, some test stickers I got from Redbubble. Just say these turn out quite nicely, but I feel like the presentation of the stickers is just kind of a bit, I don't know, not so nice, because look at that. That's how you get the stickers. I don't know. Anyway, it just felt like if I would be a customer, getting my stickers like this, not sure if I would like it so much. I think it's alright, but you know, presentation could be a bit better, but at least the envelope is nice and sturdy. Yeah, so this is that. Another one is difficult to open it with one hand. These are all my things, like my portfolio and original artwork. This is the portfolio I brought to Bologna that I've actually never shared. And more all paintings that I've made. This is the art I made as a child. So these are all my kids' drawings that I've narrowed down. And yeah, some other more like just drawings to keep in a flat position. And this is just extra paper, watercolor sketchbook, more watercolor paper, and a huge amount of paper, A3 size sketch paper. So that's basically it. Then my portfolio, my light box, more of my picture book work, but stuff that is yeah, too large to keep in places. This is my bin. Can't really see it, can you? Anyways, it's not so important. And then random stuff that needs to be sorted. Yeah, and an extra duvet that I don't know where to put right now. This is clearly the storage space of the entire house. And a lamp that I had to move because the kids were throwing it around, and I quite like it here. So yeah, so it's still, nothing's on the walls, and I want to change that, but I'm happy for now that I can be here, that I can sit here and work here. So thank you for this mini studio tour. I just realized I totally forgot to mention my actual desk in my studio tour. But yeah, this is a monitor that I had for a while. It's from Dell. I have to say I really love their monitors. We use them at work in our animation studio, and also I've just always had a Dell screen. I have some relatively inexpensive lights here, LED lights, where I can change the color from a remote on my phone, and because the kids love that remote and always bring it somewhere else, it tends to be my phone that I use. And it needs probably setting up a little bit differently, but yeah, otherwise that's quite nice. Then I have this little mini globe, and that's the solar system, and I'm diffusing a little bit of oil on top. I don't think this actually really gets warm, so probably better to diffuse it somewhere else, but I just wanted to put it somewhere where it's a surface that I can clean easily, aka the glass. I have these lights here, battery operated lights, that are little hearts and little baubles. And again, this lamp I've already mentioned. This is my switch. I didn't have it out the time I filmed. And some essential oil, my switch controller. We have 2 controllers now because we would like to play with friends and family more often. So that was a purchase I've made. Tea, my mini headphones. Today I'm using my Bose headphones because I want to have a bit more peace when I'm working, and it's bin day. I don't know if you can hear that. And I really like these crackers. And yeah, that's my desk, and back to the video. That's it. I'm going to work now a little bit, and then I hope I can show you what I've worked on previously, or maybe I'll show you that briefly now, and then we can jump in and draw something new. The colors don't come across quite as well. It's maybe a bit more matte and darker, and excuse the dirty iPad screen. Kids have been drawing with crayons all over it, and all that happened was, like, when I tried to clean it, it smeared everything. So I let them use the iPad for certain learning apps, and and for drawing, but obviously when I have to quickly jump and grab it, cleaning is not necessarily what I'm thinking about. And then always when I'm working on it, it's like, should have just cleaned it properly. But unfortunately, I think I have to replace my paper-like iPad cover, this kind of screen cover, because I think the crayon, I can't get it out of the grooves of the paper-like anymore. So yeah, anyway, that's my newest drawing and I'm very proud of it, and I'm going to make it available in my shop if I haven't already. And yeah, I'm gonna show you a little time lapse, and you can see how funny looking these drawings start out as, and then kind of sometimes I'm surprised how it does turn out into something quite decent after. So yeah, I really can't judge myself only by my sketches, because they are more like trying to get into the flow and finding ideas. So yeah, and I think that's what I'm trying to do now. I want to do something with pumpkins. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to draw a little witch, similar to the one I've drawn before, I think, but on a pumpkin. So I'm not picking up a specific theme. I'm just making my own list, because honestly, when you have so little time, you just want to draw what you want to draw and not like having to, you know, submit to a prompt. I think prompts are great, but at the moment I just, as long as I have my own ideas, I don't feel like I want to do that. They have so many like really cute pumpkins on this picture, and I'm wondering what I should do. Interesting shape, but maybe I'm overthinking this. I kind of want to do a white pumpkin because there's one there, and with a dark background that might look really cool. But then I have the same thing as she's sitting on it again, but maybe that could be a theme. So maybe I'll do that. I'm working with a new brush and I'm not sure if I'm liking it. It's very dark as well. You know what? I'm going with it. So that's my thought process behind it sometimes. Yeah, I feel like I should probably use a reference for all of these things, but as much as I think references are important, sometimes I just want to go into it, because then you maybe figure out in the end that you didn't even want to draw that particular thing, and then you overthink it, look for references for eternity. I don't know. I think I want some bushy hair, and I want her to sit on a pumpkin again. Anyway, yeah, we'll see where that goes. And this is what I came up with. So pumpkins and kind of like more like a gourd. I don't know if that's the right word. But yeah, and the little witch hugging the pumpkin that she maybe magically enchanted to become her friend. Of course, then I didn't want to draw any eyes on this one, because otherwise you would peek into under her dress and I would obviously be very inappropriate. So I'll just make it like, these are pumpkins, this is enchanted, this isn't. Yes. This is one of those things when you start to add eyes to inanimate objects. I don't know, you have to be careful. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to kind of add a pumpkin underneath to lift her up, to make the pumpkin seem bigger. I don't know, just to add a bit more interest to the silhouette. And yeah, I used a different brush as well this time, one with hard edges, because every time I color fill there's always these kind of fuzzy edges, and I'm hoping that with this one this will be easier. And although I do lose the pencil quality in the lines, which is a bit of a shame, I hope it will save me a lot of time when I clean up. So if you want to see a quick replay of this, then that's... Yes, you can see at first I was drawing her holding this pumpkin, but it was a bit boring, and then adding this pumpkin just added a little bit of interest. And at the end I added a cape because I just felt a bit empty, and this now feels more balanced, so I like that. And just like that, I think my time is almost over when I have a break, and then I have to take over with the kids again, but that's fine. It's just, yeah, sometimes you don't get so far, but this is more than I've achieved in a long time. Yeah, I think being part of a challenge sometimes can really just push you and motivate you to maybe show up when you would be too tired and just want to chill or sleep if you have a break. And that's, yeah, I don't know, I think I really needed that kind of joint challenge. Even if I only created these 2 pieces of art in this challenge, it's more than I've done in a while, and that's very encouraging, and I'm enjoying it very much. So yeah, I don't know if I film more this month. We have a lot of birthdays coming up. A little one will turn 2, my husband is also having his birthday, and yeah, sorry for the shaky camera, I'm just trying to stabilize it. Yeah, I don't know how much I will film, but I rest assured I'm still existing. It's just been, summer is always busy, and then of course now slowly we're coming to a slower season, and then leading up to the holidays. Anyways, it can get really busy again, but I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you'll check out my art prints on FY and on Redbubble. I'll link them in the description, and they're also on Instagram in my link in the bio. And thank you for following me on YouTube and Instagram, and yeah, hope to see you next time for more motherhood and illustration related videos.